What's up, YouTube? This is Clutch22. We're doing a review of this Pyle radio. This is the PLDN74BTi. BT's for Bluetooth because it has Bluetooth and many other things. It has Bluetooth, radio, you can use an SD card, you can use your iPod. There's the hookup right there. It has a 5th generation iPod, the lightning on it. Normally looks, like the normal one. Also has a TV, plays CDs, navigation, backup camera, and the aux in, which right now I have a PlayStation 2 connected to, which works pretty good actually. Alright, first thing I'll show you is what the radio looks like. Right now this is what the home screen looks like. It's pretty easy to navigate through. Big icons so you can read them. There's also this little mode button that will also flip through the different things. If you hit radio, it's at the radio. Aux in. See, it goes the aux, but that's just this button. That's how you go back to your home screen by hitting up here. Also take you back there, and then back. First thing I'll show you is the radio. This is what the radio looks like. I believe it has 3 FMs and then 2 AMs, which is pretty nice. Doesn't show any of the actual, stations, just shows the number, but I mean, for what it cost, it's pretty good. That's what the EQ looks like. Pretty simple. Left, right, back and forth. All them different things, Pretty simple, works well. Oh, goes back after a little bit when you're not using it. Here's what the settings looks like. Has our different information. Look at that. Works pretty good. Go back to the radio. We'll go back to the home screen. Next thing we'll show you is the SD. Takes a little time to load. So 2 gigabytes was pretty quick, I guess, that time. And go back, this is all your different things. It works pretty well for what it is. So, it has the same thing, the EQ, your settings. There's also a thing for the number if you want to click for what track it would hit in there. I know we just pick on that thing. We'll go back. Next thing it has is your backup camera. That's what it looks like. I don't have a camera hooked up right now. We'll go back. We'll do the aux, which I showed you earlier. There's nothing plugged in right now. I don't have the PlayStation 2 on, so that's what it looks like with nothing plugged in. Next thing is Bluetooth. So Bluetooth looks like right now. I have nothing connected, and I normally have my phone connected, so that I can make phone calls. It's okay. I wish it was better. It's kind of slow. I mean, it works. The speakers and stuff is pretty decent. You can also play music through it, which looks like that. The music's okay, high volume, but I mean when it's low, it sounds clear and stuff. I normally use my iPod through this cable, which is much clearer and nicer. I like that a lot better. Also, like I said, as a TV and Navi, I don't have either of those. I don't have a USB connected, so it has a little cable that plugs in right there. My finger's pointing at. So, for the most part, it works pretty well. Here's the buttons. There's a power and mute button. That's nice because it just mutes it real quick. Like I have it right now, you can see the icon flashing. There's your mode button, which flips through, the different modes, like iPod, radio, SD, different things like that. There's a thing for a CD. I'll click it, show what it does. Folds down, because that's where your CD is, and the SD memory card goes. And you hit it back, just like that. Flicks back and it looks like, how it was before. There's your volume buttons. They work okay. They're kind of a pain whenever you hit them, because you can't go that fast. But for the most part, you get used to it. I mean, I'd rather have a volume knob. But I mean, for what I paid for this, I'm not complaining. Here's your these buttons. These are the tilts. They'll tilt it back. Oh, that one goes down. That goes up. That goes up, see how that goes, and then you hit back down. And then if you want to make it all the way up just at once, put like the SD, you just hold that button in, then go back down. Just hold it back in and it goes back down. I normally leave it like that because that's just how I like it. It's not in my face too much. The screen does have a shut off. You hit like that up in the corner up here and it shuts the screen off. Turn it back on. It does have a remote control. I'll show you that right now. Let me find it. Here's what the remote control looks like. Has lots of buttons. I normally don't really use it that much. It's much easier just using the screen. Has all the same buttons and stuff. So it's pretty simple. Works well. I like it. One more thing I'll show you. I'll go back in the radio. I'll show you the different settings that it has. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, so we've got your general, which has clock mode. The clock, the actual time, and like I guess the region you're in. Languages, mine are all just in English because you know that's what we read here. You have your loudness and your subwoofer. I do have subwoofer, so I'll leave it on. You can turn it off if you want. It works well, you know. Won't have any subwoofers going through. Your loudness, you can make it loud. I just leave that off because it's kind of weird with it on. It makes it too loud. There's your back button. Alright, we'll go to rating. You can have a password, you know, for I guess if you don't want your kids watching bad stuff on there. Your hardware, your camera. I guess you could flip it and stuff, a beep. I normally have that off. There's a thing for a steering wheel, but it doesn't work with a steering wheel, so I don't know why they put that on there. There's your volume. I guess I'll leave mine on 0 for the radio. So you can switch for what you want. There's a calibration, works well. Just hold it in here, hold it in here, and boom, goes back, so your screen's calibrated. There's your Bluetooth. You can hit that. It's for stuff you want, you know. The auto connect, which I always keep on, and then auto answer. I just have that manual because I don't want to always answer. You know, sometimes you don't want to talk to people. The one button I didn't show you down there, sorry about that, was a reset button. I don't really normally use that because this radio works pretty well for what it's worth. You just kind of, you know, use something sharp and click it and it resets the radio. It normally keeps a lot of your settings the same except for like the clock. Other than that, that's about it. But yeah, there's, you know, that's what it looks like. Works well. I paid $150 for it at Best Buy. I've had it for almost a year. I got it back in February 2013. So the durability of it is pretty good. I like it. It works well. I mean, I may eventually buy something better, but I mean, I won't wait. I'll wait till this dies, because I might want something better with Bluetooth, because the Bluetooth is kind of crappy for trying to use it like your phone, as far as for music. The talking part, like talking to different people, is okay. But yeah, I mean, it works well. It's a good radio. I would definitely highly suggest it if you want something cheap, because it has lots of options. And I think they have it on Amazon too for about like $150. It might be a little bit less, a little bit more. But other than that, it's, you know, it's a good radio. I highly suggest it. And yeah, that's about it for this review of this radio. Rate, subscribe, like the video, you know, do all them kind of things. You know, I'll give out more different reviews on different other items I have. But for now, see you later, YouTube. Like I said, rate, subscribe, do all that crap, and see you later.